everyone, Matthew Way here. I'm going to be having you watch an early recent video either on my Patreon page or my YouTube membership. And this will be the benefit of you, either you are a Patreon supporter or a YouTube member. Thank you. And if you're watching this when it's public, thank you for watching the video. Bye. Hello, Matthew Way here. In this video, I'll be reviewing and analyzing Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, movie that is currently on Disney+. I'll go over some topics in this video. I'll go over how this movie hits on nostalgia and makes you long for it. I'll give my rating at the end of this video. When the movie begins, it's narrated by Dale as the viewer gets introduced to. Dale is starting in a new school in the middle of 3rd grade. This is where he meets Chip. Dale is like any kid that starts a new school. It is hard. The year is 1982 when he first meets Chip. And speaking of moving, I understand about moving since I used to move a lot. My first 12 years used to be pastor kid and moved and changed from one church to another. So I can understand how hard it is to start a new school like Dale in this movie. 1982 is significant in the fact that it is the year that E.T. came out. As Dale said, he and Chip were a perfect match. Even though they were the same age, Chip was like the older brother he never had. I get that in the fact that I met Lindsay and I took Taekwondo. She was younger, but she became the sister I never had. Sometimes we meet someone who fits, and no matter where we are in life, it makes sense. As Dale said, Chip introduced him to cheesy crust pizza and funny old movies, and to me that sounds good. Both Chip and Dale are the high school talent show together. They fit so well together as the movie shows. It makes sense for them to be together. When you're watching this, the viewer asks why they separated. Life happens, and at times nothing makes sense. It's no different when there's certain groups like DC Talk, which is a Christian rock group, that separate. These things happen. As they show in the movie, Chip and Dale did the show The Rescue Rangers. They were detectives that were small that solved big crimes. The show looked like it was supposed to be based on the look and feel that it had when it came out in 1989 and ended in 1991. It was part of the Disney afternoon. I remember the Disney afternoon. I remember shows such as Tailspin, which had Blue from Jungle Book. It also had DuckTales, Goof Trip, and Darkwing Duck. I loved those shows when I was a kid. It takes me back to simpler times, and I wish I could go back there again. As the viewer knows, Dale gets an opportunity to star in his own show, Double O Dale. It looked like a 007 movie, which I mean James Bond. Dale was going to play a super spy. This causes the rift between him and Chip. It is sad to see, but things like that happen. I wish to say it would not happen, but it does. And the reason I say a 007 movie for this show, because if you look at the way, the outline of that and him in the middle of the circle, that is very similar to a James Bond way it always starts their movies. It ends up being 3 decades later when the viewer sees Dale talking to his fans holding an iPhone, telling his fans to subscribe to Dale's Tales. This is a play on social media, but this is no different than TikTok or YouTube. He's asking for his fans to like and subscribe to his channel. It's no different when I ask you guys to like and subscribe to my channel. Dale had the 3D surgery done, and he looked amazing, as Tiger said when he was there, and you had Ugly Sonic and the guy, the candle from the first Beauty and the Beast. Not the remake, but the other one. He was still not the one played by Evan McGregor, wrong by Obi-Wan Kenobi. He did that one. That did the live action. No, the other Kendall that was the mirror in the first Beauty and the Beast, the one on that you could watch on Disney Plus, by the way. Who they call the mirror. I think I did say that, but I will make sure I did. Chip is working as a search agent. This is what it does after Rescue Rangers. The show got canceled back in 1991. Chip is good at it as he is one employee of the month. He has several of those certificates. He does not spend time together with anyone as he'd rather be alone and be with his dog. Chip gets a call from Monterey Jack. Monterey Jack, as he tells Chip and Dale that he got in trouble with the Valley Gang. As Chip told Monty, those guys are bad news. Monty later gets taken by the Valley Gang and they will bootleg him in 2 days. That's about 48 hours according to Ellie, who's the cop that they meet after he gets taken by the Valley Gang. Chip and Dale go on an adventure to save Monty. They must solve the case of the missing Monty, as Dale said it when he was in his car, leading up to that. And when that happened, that scene, when his bumper fell off, one of the guys that says, "Hey, watch it." It looked like the guy looked very similar to a car, what you've seen in Cars movies about that car, by the way. It leads the viewer to Main Street, where this guy, Sweet Pea, who has his hands on every local business from bootlegging to selling sticky cheese. Think of sticky cheese like drugs such as narcotics like Oxycontin, heroin, or fentanyl. Who is Sweet Pea? Is it Pea from Goofy? Let me know in the comments section below. I know who he is, but will not say it's not to spoil anything. The movie shows corruption in all forms, from crooked cops to actors who got stunned from Hollywood. It shows how people are willing to do whatever it takes to make money. It shows how bad greed is, and is not good, unlike what is said in Wall Street. I give Chip and Dale a 10 out of 10. I thought it was well done and helped to give the nostalgia feeling it was going for. It showed old movies and old TV shows that people have watched and showed different iterations of those movies and Easter eggs. They showed characters such as Blaster, who was at Chip and Dale's high school talent show. Blaster was the Autobot who was similar to Soundwave because he was a tape deck like Soundwave, and Soundwave was a tape deck like him. It showed how bad greed is and how people feel the sting of the past. The soundtrack to this movie is awesome and worth listening to if you have Amazon Music, YouTube Music, or even Apple Music. Please prepare for a live view coming on June 9, 2022 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as Real Miss Marvel Season 1, Episode 1 in that video. The review will be live, not pre-recorded. I also take questions and answer questions like I did in my last video when I answered a viewer's question about parallels. I'll also let you know what I plan to do for the channel. You can also make requests as well what you want me to cover down the road. We'll release the next video for the Obi-Wan series, as that review will come out on June 27, 2022, as I will review episodes 4 to 6 in that video. They will be called parts 4 through 6, by the way. Thank you for understanding. If you become a Patreon supporter, sign up for YouTube memberships, or purchase stickers that you can buy at the bottom of this video, I will donate to a charity to help the victims of any mass shooting. Yes, I am aware of what happened in Uvalde, Texas, Buffalo, New York, and currently in Tulsa, Oklahoma. These mass shootings have been going on for 23 years since Columbine. If you have a particular charity in mind, please let me know after you sign up or buy stickers. Thank you. Please go to www.matthewreview.com. Please check the site out and please consider supporting me there. If you support me there as well, I'll do the same by donating, because if I have an income come in, then I can obviously afford to donate. Or hitting the Patreon button that is in the top right center of the website. You can also hit the YouTube membership button that is in the top center of the website to support me there. Thank you. Please consider becoming a Patreon supporter, or your support will allow me to do this and only this down the road. Let me ask you this question. Do you go to your job and want to work for free? I know that I do not. If that is the answer, please support me in the channel any way you can. If you don't want to support me on a Patreon page, please consider signing up for YouTube memberships. Now that is available. If you do any of these things, you're acting more than just a viewer. You're becoming part of something bigger yourself. You're joining a family and a community. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Without that, I would not be monetized YouTube. Thank you for that. Help me get the watch hours I need. If you know you can help support the channel, please do so. You're not required to do this, but you're acting out of a sense of idealism, which makes this better. You can say I'm supporting this channel because I believe in the content that this person is producing. If you do support me, thank you for your support. Please also consider purchasing your own Super Chat and Super Stickers, which can be used for live streams and viewers. You can also consider purchasing Super Thanks stickers, which can be used for reviews and not live streams and viewers. If you do not want to become a Patreon supporter or sign up for YouTube, you can also purchase these stickers, as they will support the channel as well. If you do either of these things, thank you for your support. If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that come on the channel below this video. Please let me know books, movies, and TV shows that I review next in the comment section below. Please share this video with your friends, family, and your crew. Thank you and have a wonderful day.